Ooh, that's on the wrong screen. Oh, man. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. There we go. Sweet. Cool. Last bit to do. I'm quite enjoying having the music on stream just to chill out, but let's scroll all the way down to track number 100. Welcome to Smooth Jazz FM. Straight away, the stream dropped like 116 frames, so maybe the music is a problem. But anyway. Where all the jazz is smooth all the time. So this guy dies, the music should die out, the health bar should go. Okay, so the music's not dying when the guy is dying. Let's fix that. iPad or what's up, mate? You good? So if we stop that audio component, there we go. I should stop the music. Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm very good. I mean, we could just destroy this, I suppose. That'd do the same thing. Just do destroy actor. Whee! Yeah, man, doing Unreal Sensei is probably one of the best instructors, mate. Okay, so we run into this box, we get a widget at the top, music starts playing, we kill our guy, our widget disappears, and music stops playing. That's pretty much what we need. Except I'm gonna get copyright stricken on this video. So I'll just remove the music for now, but that works as it is. The one thing that doesn't work is I don't want this guy to take damage yet. So we've got his details here. So on begin play, I want to add gameplay tag. Add gameplay tag. And tag will be invincible. And then we just want to check the combat component to make sure that when we're calculating the damage, this is where it checks if it is blocking. This is where we check if we have the tag for invincible. Invincible, roll credits. That show is so sick. Where are we? Invincible. Right, let's do print string here. We can just say invincible just to test this is working. This guy shouldn't take any damage. Sweet. Yeah, it's that easy. What it should be. We'll just check this again. I think I've got a print string somewhere that's doing something. Yeah, okay. Right, so what's that print string doing? This one. There we go. So I'll now print out invincible. Every time I say invincible, I'm like, oh yeah, the Amazon Prime show. That's all I get stuck in my head. There you go. So top left corner, it's printing. Nice. Good start. So then inside our little combat manager here for this area, we're checking if the ice crystals around him are destroyed. And if they are, then we're stunning the boss. And we can remove gameplay tag. Remove gameplay tag. Message, that's the one I want. And we can remove his invincible tag. So when he's stunned, he should be able to take damage. I've started too far over. And then we should have a unique boss encounter. And then he's stunned. And then he takes damage. Bingo bongo. Oh no. Right, what's this? So the cast is failing because we don't actually have an object here. So if we check if this is valid, it's basically because I attack him from behind, so he never has a chance to register my hit. So just check that is valid. And then back in our boss area manager, No, that's the boss area manager, the boss ice crystal manager. Once he wakes up, then we can add gameplay tag and give him back his invincible status. And we can also do our ice crystals. Let's just grab one of those ice crystals. See what's happening here. So when the ice crystals take damage, they deactivate the crystal here, which sets them to not be alive, gives them no collision, gets the visibility gone, and then calls our ice crystal state change. Okay, so we just need to then respawn the crystal for each of them that have been hit. So we do a for each loop. And we'll just call from here, respawn crystal. And they should all be dead because that's how we'll set it up. So right now it only has 2 crystals. But if I set it to be all 3, 1, 2, ice crystal 3, ice crystal 4. Whoa. Why is there an infinite loop? How did we grab an infinite loop? What's the infinite? The swim component? What? Let's find this reference. Where are we setting the character? Get character, get character, get character, get character. Alright, we're just going to look specifically for set character. I don't understand how that's failing. Ice crystal, base character. There's nothing on here for this to fail. Yeah, no, I don't get why that's failing at all. All right, let's see if I just do this. Okay, so I still get the infinite loop errors. Oh, right, okay, let's see where we're breaking on this. I can't even... BP boss ice crystal manager function. Is it BP ice crystal boss manager? Okay, so it's breaking in the Ice Crystal Manager. Right, wait a second. Ice Crystal 1, 2, 3, and 4. Function on crystal state changed. I mean, I've unticked the... Oh, wait, okay. So I added this. Right, so what did we do? Let me go back to... Let's test this one by one. Test this here. Compile that and save it. End it. That's all fine. Gravy. So that was one change that we made. This is why you test after each change, not multiple changes. All of this is fine. There was actually nothing wrong with the swim component. It just liked to freak out. This bit here, this is the bit that's not fine. So what's causing that to be an infinite loop? On event begin play, we call ice crystals, and then we recalculate down crystal. So if the crystal is alive, we unstun the boss, which does this, which does this. All right, I see it now. I see it, I see it, I see it. Because then that triggers the respawn crystal, which then triggers this on crystal state change. So that is annoying. Why are we recalculating this on begin play? Just to set this to 0, just in case? If I just delete that, it fixes everything. There you go, see? Velen Studios. Hi mate, how's it going? So this should be up now. Let's test it. Doesn't get any damage because he's invincible. Sweet. I should really lower the health on these while I'm testing stuff. Okay. So we get a new infinite loop. Here. Because we're unstunning the boss every time we're recalculating it. I think this is when I had it on a timer, so I don't actually think I need it on this. Let's test this. Right, so that's 1. Should have really stuck this to 2. Oh, I did. Right. So in 30 seconds, that's really bad. I'll set it for 30 seconds. The 2 crystals should come back. This guy should unstun, and I shouldn't be able to do any damage to him again. That's how it's going in theory. It gives me 20 seconds to look at the chat. Is it a for loop or a for each loop? So it's a for each loop because we're setting each ice crystal individually. And the problem is that when I'm looping through them, I'm resetting them. There we go. 2 ice crystals appear, boss comes back, and now I still shouldn't be able to do him any damage. He's invincible. So now, if we do... Oh, Kishan, are you changing jobs? Are you getting out of the place you didn't like? That's awesome, man. Good luck to you, man. So now he's stunned again. And now he takes damage and he dies. Boom! Unique boss mechanic. When I say unique, I mean unique to my game. I don't mean unique to general. Because I'm pretty sure Spyro's done the same thing. Right, let's commit that bad boy. Let's go. Oh. What are the job interviews, Kishan? Where are you going? If you don't mind. What's the sector? Are you using Unreal 5.8? No, 5.4. 5.8 is still in preview, and there's too much in here to do in 5.8, like, considering. So we're still in 5.4. I don't need to change, so I won't change. Right. I don't know how frustrating this stream's going to be if I suddenly... Nice! Civil service is... well, I'm not civil service, I'm local government, but they are cushy jobs, mate, if you get the right one. Two secs, I'm going to swap to... There we go. We should be back stronger. I'm liking 5.8 and was liking 5.7 before. Yeah, I think 5.7's been alright for most people. 5.6 was pretty buggy, and I don't think I touched much on 5.5. There seems to be quite a short turnaround between 5.5 and 5.6, and 5.6 and 5.7. 5.8 feels like it's been a little bit longer, but maybe that's just my imagination. Okay.
Back off before I crush you.
Sticking to 5.7, it's got all the features you need. Yeah, man. Just stick to the version that works. Unless you need to change, unless there's like a brand new feature that's going to change your entire game sort of thing. I've never saw the need. Mesh terrain might be the reason I move. Building caves with mesh terrain seems fun. That might be the only reason I would upgrade to 5.8. I did see that. I did. Which will nuke most channels. Including my own, because I don't understand verse. Okay. So, we have this. This is all gravy. Was there a voxel plugin in 5.8? There might have been. There should be a cinematics folder. Boss cut scenes. So I'm going to give this a go, and I really dislike sequencer. So if this sucks and we spend 10-20 minutes screaming at a screen, then I do apologize, and we'll go on to something a bit more fun. Level sequence. So this will be LS Iceman intro sequence. I don't know why I put sequence at the end of a sequence. That seems silly. LS Iceman intro. This is where my computer crashes. Come on, open. I want to dock you like down here. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. I should probably be learning Verse to try and work in Verse, but I really don't want to learn Verse. There we go. So we need to add into our sequencer a camera cuts setup. Camera cuts. Cine actor component. We want to change the aspect. So it's like that. Beautiful. Where's our camera? So currently this spawns in, and then I could quick bind it to the player pawn. Did that work? So that should work. I'm going to set the first transform to be here. And then I'm just going to scroll it out. Set the next one to be here. Just to test that this is going to do what I want it to do and work. We'll save that. Get rid of that sequencer. Get rid of that. And then in our area manager. What's up, Tony? How's it going? All good? Create level sequence player. Why am I binding to the player pawn? Because I want the player pawn to be on display. I'm going to bind this event to unfinished. That should work. Hopefully. Kind of, but also not really. I'm binding the camera to the... Oh, what an idiot. Yeah, Kishine, I think you spotted that straight away. Clear this binding. Save this. Get rid of this. So I'm still able to move around, which is not really what we want, but if we do add actor to sequence and get the third person character, I can bind it to that, which is what I was trying to do. Third person character. Add that to our here, right click that. Then we can resolve that to the player pawn. Convert it to spawnable, dynamic spawn. Or is it convert to possessable? Alright, let's try that. I mean, this won't be the final intro. This is just so that I know that the level sequence setup is working. Explicit object possessed by the sequencer. So if we convert this to possessable, this should be our character. Dynamic possession. Resolve to player pawn. I'll probably resolve this like 1 billion times to the player pawn. And there's no like stop input setup. I don't want to handle that myself. But let's try that. There's definitely a way to stop them moving in general. I can also just disable their input using the player controller. Like what, we did that dynamic bind. I could just grab this. That should give me the object. I could cast it to the player controller. If we get rid of this level sequence. Look at this. Okay, and we'll try that again. Just that wanted to stop. If we use the track, which is like perfectly possible, but why am I avoiding using the track? I would have to then set that track up for every single intro sequence. Ooh. I mean, I'm not sure this is cool, but it's something, right? I still want to do all the animations and like set it up properly. But it does give it a certain je ne sais quoi, as it were. So yeah, I'm avoiding doing the player controller stopping stuff in here, because then I would have to do it in every single encounter of cutscenes like this, which sometimes that's just unavoidable, but I'm trying to think of how I don't want to do it like that. Because this boss area manager is the words are not coming, is adaptable to lots of things. So all this cares about is the boss to track, and then if I promote this level sequence to a variable and make that exposed on spawn, then we can just use this one setup to play all the music, all the different kinds of music and different boss names, and it handles everything. So that's the main reason I don't want to do it inside the cinematic. I think I should just do it here. So disable input, that's what I want. Yeah, player controller. And then on here we can do enable input. Player controller. So now I can't move around, and then I can move around again. Nice. Oh, right. That's the bit that I really don't want to be doing. So we've got a cool cinematic. Did I look into black eye stuff? Yeah, my missus punched me in the face and I looked really good in the mirror. I know what you mean. The black eye camera stuff, I did. And then I had a problem, right? Where, because this is a shared project with a buddy. Pretty good buddy. So I had the problem of, I had this component that I was using because I really like it. It's timelines and components, and it's a plugin. Yeah, it's a plugin that they had to buy it as well to be able to use. So black eye camera, can't remember if it was the same, but I think it put me off using a couple of plugins, plus I missed out on, yeah, so they would also have to buy it, and I can't ask someone else to buy a 90 quid product, and 449 quid is like a ridiculous price to ask over two people studio. Mark with the £5 dono to make me dance like a monkey. What? Say potty people and then say party people. They're completely different, mate. Potty people, party people. I'm not hearing it. I'm sorry. You know, this is why some of my videos don't get auto-dubbed, because YouTube thinks I speak like a common person. I do speak like a common person though, to be fair. So yeah, Mark, that's why I cannot justify buying a plugin. But weirdly though, I think if I check the license, where is... Because there's a like there's a limit on how many people can use what it is, and I think the standard license gives you like 2, but I cannot remember where I saw it. You know when there's just so much text, and you just like, my eyes hurt. Might have to use the dreaded LLM to purpose. Yeah, I cannot remember where I saw it, but I was pretty sure that you can share it if your company is less or if you're in India or something. One of them has. But yeah. I'm not chub enough for that to work. I would hope not, man. I'm 30 fucking 3. I haven't been a chav, an emo, or a goth in a long time. What's my opinion on Unreal Engine 6 announcement? I mean, yeah, it's due to come at some point. We'll have 5.8 before that. That's probably the next one that I'll be focused on. Unreal Engine 6, if it brings with it something interesting, then that's cool. It'll just be like when 5 released, a big change from 4 to 5 to 6. I don't know if it's a rebuild from the ground up or what happens. So, fine. It was the TOS for every license one. Does it only apply to non-plugin assets? Okay. So yeah, if it's a plugin, it doesn't get shared. Which way you chav, emo, goth, or mosh it? I really don't know, mate. When I was around, there was expensive emos. They were called scene kids, and they were just people that had too much money. I suppose you'd put me in the Greb category. Don't know if you had Grebs. Right, that's that bit done. I need to look at this guy. Make him spawnable, which means we delete him here. And now there's 2 of them. No. Did I wear Burberry? No. No one in their right mind should wear Burberry. Why is there 2 of them? I just deleted this guy. Okay, so he's in our level, but I kind of need him to stay in our level. Spawned object owner. Oh, there we go. External. So he should stay afterwards now. Hey, there it is, go. Hey, how's you like them apples, baby? What? The rich emos. Emos always better. I was a mosher there. I don't have the hair anymore for it, man. While eating fried chicken and drinking MD. Oh, man. Mark saying that UE versions follow new console generations. What? Okay, so we're gonna have the PlayStation 6. So UE5 came out with PlayStation 5, or are we just talking Xbox stuff? First sequence, so it's a known bug. I think I'm one step ahead of you, big one. I just don't promote my stuff, man. I'm not a I just put it out there, and if people find it, people find it. Not big on the self promo. Okay, so our boss comes in. There's our character. We possess our character. If we get control of our character back. Okay. We do have one more problem though. And that problem is that because we've done that, this guy doesn't have a target anymore to be a boss. So I do need him actually in the level. Let's find a different way of doing this. Let's see. Me and Mark promoted it in TG's Discord. I had a way with TG about that this morning actually. He said it was fine. I didn't want it to feel out of place. Because I don't promote myself. But yeah, sound guy. A lot of time for him. Spoke to Zoro this morning as well. Yeah, sound people. A lot of time for them. Might be a stupid question, but is this not using the broadcast event for the crystals event dispatches? Is it? So yeah, so there's this manager here, and this manager is the go-between between these crystals and this enemy. So when one of these crystals dies, it updates the manager, and when a certain amount of thing like crystals die, it tells the enemy to drop dead, kind of thing. Right, so we're going to convert this to possessable. So that it's this one. Can I convert this to dynamic possessable? But you can only resolve it to the player pawn. Do I need to bind in properties? It's bound to the ice boss. Okay. And then let's right click it, and there are a way of keeping it around. No, I think that should be alright. So, close that a sec. Grab this. Are using Chaos crystals, so on the large crystals, so they crumble when they die. Now currently they're just disappearing. I want all the mechanics done, and then I'll go through and do a whole proper setup. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty fucking impressed with how that's come on. I'm not overly enjoyed that the thing isn't happening though. What's that? Details, BP Ice Boss. why aren't you playing? Ice Crystal Manager, Boss Area Manager. So this plays bind to on finish. It enables this. Should play this. Oh, because there's no boss to track here. Ice boss. We. Nice. Nice. Flying AI is a pain, man. If you've managed to sort out flying AI, like, that's awesome. Is it, like, how's it flying? The only way that I know to do flying AI is just to make the capsule bigger and put him at the top. Any people working on a game can only use paid assets used by. They cannot use any they have purchased. What? Any people working on a game can only use paid assets that you supply. Not use any they have purchased. Logically, that doesn't make sense. I think I get what you mean. So only the owner of the game project can supply the assets to be used. But like, logically, if you're a partnership, then you can supply each other with assets. Maybe. I don't think many people are gonna, I don't know, maybe. So this all works. The music went. It was silent. Otherwise, you could hire people to use the stuff they brought and not by yourself. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, that's a difficult one. It's alright. I'm the only idiot that buys lots of things. Oh, Epic's pretty poor at stuff, man. I think that's just generally well known. Okay, so if I have this guy, that guy, coming off screen, I'm going to set the transform here, and then over here, I'm going to, whoops, move his transform over here. Oh, you know what? The in-air chat has made me think of something. Give me a second. Oh, where is it? You know when you see something on YouTube and you're like, oh, this is sick, and then you just cannot find it again? So now I know that I left a comment on it and the guy responded, so I had to look through my notifications on the comments. promise you this will be worth it.
When start
This guy. So this guy has made enemy AI movement in the most insane like way that I've seen. I just watched the first 10 seconds. Oh, maybe not. So this is his actual video game prototype that he's made. And like, how the hell's an enemy doing that movement? I'm watching this on double speed, but yeah, well, watch the full video. It's funny, it's good, and like the devlog is insane. I went down a rabbit hole, so I'm just checking the comments again. Well, if it's a partnership or entity organization, the argument will be made if you can buy a pro asset, right? It's an awkward one because 100,000, most people ain't gonna make that. Interesting. Me and Epic's marketplace team, I've still got a ticket that's been open like 4 months and no one's looked at it. I promise you. It's annoying. Yeah, man. The video is good. Can you? Is this gonna work? It does work. Welcome to the video of things that I know very little about. Sequencer. Okay, so now if I add an animation to this, don't crash my computer. I've got 7 things that you've not done. I did the worst thing in streaming where I posted a video and said everyone go watch this other guy's video and everyone leaves my channel to watch that. It's the worst thing ever. Character mesh, add animation, ice elemental, walk. Oh yeah, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I have to learn state trees when I have the time for it, mate. I don't think state trees are ready. So I was talking to TG about this this morning because when we both went for the Unreal instructor assessment, the UIA. Mate, I had such a pain with the UIA. It was bonkers how much of a pain in the ass it was. Why is there a static mesh here? The test that we had to do to get through the first round was on state trees and smart objects. And both of us were like, this is probably the worst subject to give. Because like, there's just no documentation on it. So how are you meant to know it? Minus 90. Uh, 180. Wow, look at him. What? Mate, what are you doing? Eddie, hey, what? Bruv. That's I don't know how much yeah, I don't know how much that is, but like that's that looks like an insane amount. So like, yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that, but please don't stretch yourself because the number looks huge to me. We missed some questions. Yeah, so easiest way to fake fly now, I put it to the top of a stick basically and fly it around. Worst is on Twitter, good luck searching that beast. I'm just not even on Twitter. Mate, I have emailed them. I've got a whole massive like email list, and they don't get it. So, do I get any benefit of being an Unreal instructor? I get to go, I'm an Unreal instructor, and post a badge on my videos. You also get to have like town halls and stuff with other creators, which could be interesting. I only did it because it felt I see it all the time, and I'm like, well, how easy is that to get? And turns out it's pretty easy. But I haven't had my score yet, so we'll see. I had to put my face on it. Did not like that. Right. How do we stop him doing the moonwalk? Let's delete this one. Why is he still doing the moonwalk? 1 Mexican peso equals 4p. That can't be right. Oh, I see. I mean, that's still insane. Nine. Okay, so I'll just keep this at minus 90. There we go. There we go. Alright, shall we test this? Damn, son! Like, that's what? Like, not much work. And that's already pretty sick. Give him a rocket launcher. Give him a rhythm stick. So if I delete the sequencer from here, because it's spawning one already, our dude still doesn't disappear. We hyping. It's an emotional time. We are very close to a demo. We've got a boss. We've got some enemies. We can make some more enemies with the pack. We've got Mr. Skelebabb. We got Mr. Brick Monster. These two are also rock golems, but they're sneaky rock golems. They sneak around. So we got a lot going on. Let the camera position back to the player's camera. What'd that look like? Let's have a look. Let's give that a go, shall we? I think it's just an Unreal thing. Like, actors by over. So that's the one that I need. That's the fake one. Yeah, it's just an artifact of the sequencer, it seems. Still sick. Yeah, no, we want it possessable, mate. Because we want to possess this guy and move him over and then have this guy be the one that's left. Well, this box made of styrofoam. No, you're just super strong. I mean, I could just move the asset completely off camera and it should stay where it is. Like here. So it should stay where it is when spot. Oh, it doesn't. Okie dokie. Let's solve that problem. Too many questions. Too many questions. There's got to be a way of... When finished, keep state. Is that only doing the animation though? Not the transform. I feel that is just for the animation, but I could be wrong. Unless we change this to be absolute. Right click transform, edit sections, keep state. Yeah, that's what I did. Well, that seemed to do the jobby. Have I missed Mark's meltdown? Or is it just his styrofoam rant? Alright, let's just test that again. I think if I change it to the absolute, then it should work as expected. Kind of, but not. Don't know why I decided to put scale on there, but so it should be on the keep state. and they're both on keep state. Oh, wait a sec. Why is he over there? Right, so this is the transform is set to be blend type, absolute. Blends all additive. There we go. It's additive. Nice, let's test that. Squid's personal account. Where's Squid's business account? What's I want to get into it so bad. Every time I install you, I delete it 30 minutes later. It's like I say, it's like anything, right? It's difficult. If you're starting out, it's tough. I'm probably not the right person to do starting out stuff though, personally. Why are you over there? Yeah, starting out is tough, but if you do a little bit each day, then like it should be fine. Like small steps makes the journey. Properties. No. Keep state. Is that why? See, I'm learning like now. I don't know sequencer. So this is me learning sequencer with the help of the people here. Hey, let's go. Oh, you Linux people, man, you're like crazy. Is there any specific place you start? It's so difficult, mate. It all depends on who you're going to mesh with and what you're going to do. If you want to make a zombie game, Pitchfork's probably got a good zombie tutorial. Like it's 5 hours long though, but it's probably close to what you're after. Unless it's first person or multiplayer. Taking Grace has got a really good FPS tutorial, but there's no enemy AI in there. But you just got to break it, like we say, we just got to break it into chunks. Where it's like, okay, to make a weapon system, I need to be able to pick up a weapon. And then I need to be able to equip a weapon. And I need to be able to fire a weapon. That's 3 different sort of tutorials and 3 different methods to learn. So you as small as you can make it, that's what you need to do. But getting those chunks, I can completely understand that being difficult. So when you're at home, I suggest following sort of tutorials, and that will get you more familiar with the engine. Like I can zip around the engine, I know where everything is, and I know all the shortcuts. Not all the shortcuts, but most of the shortcuts. And then when I'm out, like I'm watching videos on more of the architecture stuff and that. That's all good, man. I get it, man. It's like super like it's super disheartening to like start something and be like and like see how big something is, but you're never going to learn the engine. People say I want to learn the engine. You're never going to learn the engine. You're going to learn what you need to learn. As I say, I don't know sequencer, and here I am just washing my way through it. So I think you'll get there, and you need to, and community helps, man. Like, join Discords, ask lots of questions. If people aren't good to you in a Discord, leave it, join another one. There's plenty around that are good, you know what I mean? But it is just, yeah, practice. Follow different tutorial for doing things a different way. Are we judging my guy? Because it'll, like, the moonwalk should be an easy fix, right? Let me grab this. Grab this. If I go... That's all good, man. Like, reach out. You've got questions and stuff. Just reach out. There ain't no way that the only thing exposed on character movement is the walkable floor. What? No, Blender's just learning all the menus, mate. Blender is menu simulator. But I mean, there is a part of that where you just learn what you need to know. Character movement component. Why can't I get the character movement component to change? I'm gonna call that is an insane opinion, Mark. Zion asks, you see me on Taken's Discord, you stream it? Yeah, man. Like, people would know me more from Taken's Discord than my own. That's a joke. Walkable floor angle, max walk speed. Sorry, I didn't even answer your question, mate. I do apologize. This is new to me in Unreal Engine. That's which bit? The sequencer stuff. Samesies. If I turn on the auto activate, what does that give me? Nothing. I want to stop him doing his little slidey slide. I wonder if I just need to change. Yeah, so this is cinematic for our boss fight, mate. That's what we're trying to work on at the minute. Bang. And this is what we've got so far. I think you are right though, Mark. If I lerp the camera back to our dude, it'll look better. So I think we might do that next. What am I trying to do, Kitchen? I want him smaller, mate. Not smaller. I want him slower. I thought I could grab the I thought I could go to Ice Boss and then grab his character movement component and then set his walk speed, but it doesn't seem to have the walk speed accessible. And that's really frustrating. So in which case then what we could do is we get this animation, get its properties, and we'll make its play rate like 0.5. and we'll see how that looks. No, wait, did I do that the wrong way around? I think I did that the wrong way around. 1.5. 2. Let's put it at 2. I mean, let's go nuts. Let's go crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, 1 point. I think we're on to something, but I don't think 2 is the answer. Jesus Christ, Mark! You could add some anim notifiers and do screen shake and movement stops, and yeah, mate, I could also animate a voice and his mouth to move and all this sort of jazz. Right now, I'm just trying to get him to look a little bit better. Mark likes to take the piss out of what I presume I have a speech impediment now, and I need to go to a doctor. I've never thought of it before, but after Mark has said that I can't say party people 1.8, then I think I've got to go see someone. .8 feels alright. I think 2 was probably just a little bit too fast. And let's have him stop just about there so that he... Yeah, why is he... And then if we add another animation, we can add the idle. So let's do that. Move the idle over here. And then if there's like a blending tool, right? So if we blend into it here. And do this. No, I mean, like David, like, it's fine, mate. I appreciate lets me know that I'm kind of on the right path. I think we're getting somewhere. Well, that slide is a bit awkward. Because he's still moving at that point, isn't he? So if I change the location, but not the rotation. Yeah, that was alright. Alright, let's test that. Man, sequencer stuff is hella fiddly. Whoa, that's looking sexy. I would speed up the animation inversely to the distance move too. Yeah, maybe. That was a big word. I didn't understand it. Let's see. It looks like it means business. Yeah, please don't put a meta-human face on it and use face animator. Mate, I have to. It's the only way. I'm gonna give him... Wait, who's the guy that breaks through a door in that film? I'll give him his face. Mark likes to take the piss out of everything. He does. He does. Not sure why you fought over something like this. Ah, bruv. Not the THs. Not the THs. Right, so what we're going to do is get rid of this, and then play. If you do it. So basically, that this is the point on the map where if you walk through the character, it'll stop the character in place and kick in the animation. Yeah, so we want this will trigger a boss fight with a unique mechanic. I'm going to show off a little bit now. So the boss is here, and then we'll destroy these crystals, and the boss will stun. So up until that point, he's invincible, and then after 30 seconds, these crystals should reappear. And then he'll be invincible again. So once these crystals reappear, I can show you. I think I need to reduce the time. Yeah, so now he's doing his thing, but he's invincible, so you can't do any damage to him. And then when you destroy the crystals, then we can damage him again. And then he dies. Although he will have more than 10 health in the actual final version of the game. Okay, so we've been on for an hour and a half making a daft cutscene that I'm not sure that will even make the cut in the end. But we shall see. If I do... If I do this... Leave the monster dude here. So now he's in idle. So if I just put that idle to here. And then if I want another animation, these are the only animations I've got. Just gonna put that. Move that over here. Change that blend in time to here. Nice. Maybe we'll get some wood. And then we add in the idle again. And blend that out. Yeah, Mark, man, have a good time. Appreciate you dropping by, big man. Right, so that is kind of like, want the guy to walk in, want him to be in his idle for a second. I don't know why he twigged out just then. And then want him to jump up and down. And then so just here is where I want to save that. Pick off these a sec. Get these. Yeah, I should have done that a bit smarter, but get these here. Is it possible to take the movement of the gas character and transfer it to my world, knowing that my world, or more precisely my project, includes aiming and other things? Yeah. 100%. Seems fine. Like, you just migrate the project Although you'll have to remove all the dependencies because they're a pain. But yeah, you can definitely do it. So I want this one, and this one, and this one. I'm going to add current selection just here. And I want to right click them. We don't want to convert them to spawnable, we want them to be in the world. But we do want their transform. And to start with, so right at the start, I want ice crystal, can I press enter to key all these? No, it's horrible. I mean, it looked like it was keying them just then. And then just here, so rise up. Wait a sec. The jump should trigger the rise, right? So key them all again. Put them all up here. Then they rise up from there. Key that. Let's go. Right. Thoughts, go. Criticisms, go. Maybe we should just make it around 10 seconds. Why do my pants go up at midnight? Is that one of the thoughts that's in your head? Yeah, the scale changes on the animation is something. Something we're aware of. It's because he's contracting, mate. No, it's not. It's because there's an error in the animation. Yeah, I could do a 1, 2, 3 shoot. That's fine. I think the next bit I want to do is find how do we blend the camera back to we want to blend the camera back somehow. How do we manage that? What? Which one? If If you want to blend back the camera, you can do it in the sequence. So right click on the camera, cut, select cam. Oh my god, look at the Kishan with his absolute, oh, beautiful, beautiful man. Although this obviously won't blend back while I am in. Did I know that? I think I might have known that and not realized. Or you told me that last week. Either way. Yes. Yes. Whoop. Come on, baby. Oh, that's beautiful. That's where the money is. That's how I get paid none of the big bucks. I should probably stop this. People are watching like, he's just made a stupid cutscene that looks really shit. I'm like, yeah, but it's my first fucking one. I don't care. Level sequence for Ice Man boss. What a hero, Kishan. Boss poos. They're not poos. They're not poos. I might have them drop from the sky. That might be funner. As like a different thing. Have them drop one by one. That could be cool. But either way. I think that is probably a... Well, now I fucked up the camera movement. I love that blend out, Kishan. I think that's beautiful. The blend in, I think, makes it not so great. It's not as smooth on the blend in. That blend out's really nice though. Did I put a blend out on the finisher one? Not sure I did. Should blend in and out the player HUD. I mean, yeah, that'd be nice, but also, what? Like, come on, man. It's been 1 hour 40 minutes just to get to this far. Nah. Right. I'm gonna leave that as that for a second. And then do level sequencer for Boss Man. Right. Bow, bow, bow. Details. Well, 12-hour stream, just me purely trying to fix a fucking sequencer to make the perfect level sequence. It's doubtful. I don't think my internet provider would even let me do a 12-hour stream. I'm not sure it's overly unique. It's very Kingdom Hearts, but Dan's not played Kingdom Hearts. But, I mean, it's a story and it works, so we'll take it. Why doesn't this guy have an enemy details? Wait, what? This. Oh, he doesn't actually have an enemy setup. Okay. Right, let's go make some fun skeleton enemies. There's only one good thing about Kingdom Hearts Sephiroth. I mean, the story was hella confusing, I'm not going to lie. It confused the actual living daily outside of me. I had no idea what was going on. Because like some of them are in the past, some of them are in the future, some of them are clones, some of them are not clones. I don't get it. It was just fun to mess around with Donald, Mickey, and Goofy. Right, let's go to our character dump and check out some new characters. Everybody put your hands in the air, we're going wild. Woo! This is the part of the bit that I'm like, I'm glad I'm not on camera because I'm acting a total fool. Character dump. Check out the Ent. Does he make the cut for the game, Mr. Ent? He's got an angry face. He's not got many animations, but they are rigged to the UE5 skeleton, so it's pretty cool. But like, they seem like unique enemies rather than standard enemies that you run into. So I think these might make a pretty cool boss. Maybe this one. There's not a load of animations, but because of the UE5 scales, I can figure that one out. I'm glad that there's a different run animation though. He looks grumpy. I imagine he is grumpy. Let's do Forest Creatures Pack. Kind of like this one. Obviously this isn't rigged to the UE5 skeleton, which is not great. But this guy's pretty cool. So you can have these in different areas and biomes, and I don't have to change very much. I quite like. So that might be fun. And then again, this guy's just too big to be a standardized enemy, but he could easily be a boss. Although there are, like, there's bosses in games, right, where you fight a boss and then you see smaller versions of that boss, right? That's a good point, Fatman. Whereas like we could have these guys as the final boss and then the little Ents as the mini bosses of them. That might be a good shout. Yeah, I can get behind that. I don't think this one is... Oh no, this one's fine. This one's just like an evolved form of the other one. Quite like. The swamp monster is the one that I don't think makes the cut, mainly because I can't figure out the capsules for four-legged animals. But he does look cool. The capsule problem is a serious problem. Unreal. Then we've got the Wendigo. I was like, those two are the same, but they're not. So he's cool. He might make the cut. Then these guys already made the cut, but I'm not sure about this fire one because I don't really like the material that's on this. Doesn't really go for stuff. This one's in, this one's in. So they're all good. Seen the kobold already. The problem with a lot of these enemies is they're quite dark. So like a lich is dark compared to like a foresty area. So when you enter the nighttime area biome that we're going to set up, then it's fine. And it makes sense that there's skeletons and other things in there. I don't know where this is going, but I want to include it. And then again, I don't know where this one's going. It seems fun. Ah, and I got the map. Mimics are easy. Like, try programming a mimic. And I don't know if these are too stylized for what I'm after. Maybe. Tommy! What's up, man? You been AWOL for a while? What's up, bro? Yeah, no, it's nice, isn't it? It was on this, I think it's on sale at the minute, so it's pretty cheap at the minute. I think it's like 5 GBP. And it's rigged to UE5 as well, so it's nice. I just think they're too... They probably don't go with the aesthetic of the game. BP track press on interact spawn, BP animate, destroy self. You know what? That is how I learned Unreal for a little while. Where I was just walking around and in my head I'd be like, make toast, okay, interact with bread. Interact with toaster with bread equipped. So daft. Let me check that price, but I'm pretty sure it was. My library. This one. Is the sale finished? I mean, it's £9 now. It was on sale. Is the June sale finished? No. Yes. What? Until June. Mate, your time zone's a bit out, mate. Yeah, I got it in the June sale, so I just wait until like it's cheap. Sorry man, they missed the June sale by like a day, 24 hours late. Eddie had a whole showdown with his June sale setup. Eddie, did you get anything? What's the other one I want to see? Camille, I'm good, man. You? Are you good? Sales finished here. Yes, I was in the duel with my checkout one. Who won it? Who won, Eddie? Who won? Picked up some sword animations as well. So we need to upgrade our animations. That one goes way off to the left. This is good for like a end sprint animation. I don't think I'm using any hand-to-hand stuff, although we might. Okay. Right, let's deal with this guy. And we can deal with him by... I only played the first Bioshock. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Isn't there a British like GTA Bioshock? Like, what's it called? Say Birmingham or something? So we've got options here, right? With this setup, we can have each faction use a different we can have all one-handed enemies use the same one-handed setup, or we could have each like different goblin or whatever use a completely different moveset. That's one of our options. So if I wanted to right now, I could set this guy to use the same moveset as the kobold. And he should work pretty out of the box. But it kind of makes no sense for a skeleton to do the same attacks as a kobold. Pretty sure the kobolds all have strafe animations as well. So we'll change this to BP scale. What's the conversation cracking off here? Bioshock, poop in your pants, you played it. That's fair. Half-Life 2. Now that game made me concerned for myself. That game was intense. BP scale. One hand. Sword. Shield. Yeah. The enemies can have auto health regen too. This is the poor guy that gets the actual living daylights beaten out of him when I want to practice stuff. Yeah.
Back off before I crush you.
The auto regen's probably a little bit aggressive, but they all work. The fact that most of these guys' punches are like heavy, so that's why he keeps doing the knockback like that. But if I set them up to be light, then they all do something else. The enemies can have auto-gen, but they don't. Oh, it's just... There's something wrong with that attack specifically. I don't know what it is, but there's something wrong with it. Base armed enemy. Be pretty intense. Don't worry, I'm a big boy now. I think I'll get sued, pal. Main hand weapon. Where's the skeleton sword? This thing's pretty brutal.
You should leave.
Mate. Whoa. A bit painful. You think that's how he died, or do you think that's just the vasectomy that we offer for free? Why the big rats? Because the child didn't do his homework. Tommy, mate, come on. Wait, there's no facial animations in this. That requires a whole ass character rework, mate. I don't think you're wrong, but also the head.
Back off before I crush.
I don't think this guy has a weapon socket in. Weapon R socket. So we find that character's skeleton. We'll be doing localization for non-English games. Yeah, should do, man. Hopefully. Maybe. I doubt that the demo probably won't be. Just because, like, that's a lot of work to put into a demo.
You should leave.
This sword is not attaching to you. How dare you? That's because I put it in the wrong place. There we go. And just like that, we've got an enemy. Ooh, that's a point. I don't think I've added. I've not. Okay. Start. End. I always forget which order I put these in. VFX. That should fix the issues with the sword.
Back off before I crush you.
What's the mechanic? Give the player magic called Apocalypse. Summons a giant meteor that damages everyone hit by it, including the player. We have something like that already. I call it Ice Meteor.
Try dodging this.
You saw me set this up, didn't you? Okay. So it pauses the game while you go into like an RTS mode. Oh, I found an error.
Try dodging this.
That's a problem. Okay, so if we're locked on, then my controls go all weird. That's I'll fix that later. We're gonna add that to the bug report. Stop that a sec. Minor issues. If locked on when casting a controlled spell, mucks up the controls. Fuck off. What? They're all. Yeah. So I could just give this guy also this. So one of the things is I could use in gonna have to come back to this one, mate. Like, yeah, man. I mean, it'll be here. Hopefully, you have a great day with your sons, man. Appreciate your donation. Like, that's very, very generous of you and very kind of you. What, do we have a cool shield for this guy? Maybe that one. No, add the... Let's add the shield socket to him. Is this a bit big? Did I reduce the other one? I don't think this is the one that I've got as an actual thing, is it? Did. Okay. Static mesh, static mesh, static mesh, static mesh, static mesh. It's here somewhere. There we go. Mate, no. Eddie, stop it, man. Like, you don't need to put money in to be here. I'm always happy to talk to you. I want to be game dev first, not YouTube person first. I need to work on my edit, man. TG has me beat for editing, hopefully, and I believe he will this month or next. He will pass me on subs. I believe he will. Which would be awesome, man. That'd be great to see. And that'll give me... It'll make a fun chase to 10k. There we go. You beauty. Yeah, good man. He's a much better editor than I am. He's also, what is surprising, he's also been doing it a way longer than me too. I've been, what, knocking around for 2 years? Just for giggles. Skeleton sword.
Back off before I crush you.
baby. Give this guy sword and shield. Why do they attack and then suddenly lose where I'm going? It's like the kobold ones don't do this and they use the exact same tree. Okay, so what is the difference between a kobold enemy? Show only modified values. So there's no modified values here. So is there any inside here? Use controller desired. And am I overwriting that inside this skeleton? I think I am. So this might fix the skeleton problems.
You should leave.
Yeah, it looks like it does. Nice. There's a hell of a job animating some of these skeletons. Well, some of these enemies, so that they've just got blooming strafe montages. I suppose I could use the exact same strafe montage for all of my enemies though. And set them up that way. Who does the voices? Random voice pack online, mate. It won't, it's nothing too serious. I like the hit animations though. They seem pretty accurate. That one's pretty pants, but... How do we feel about knockbacks in video games? So like this one of these enemies will hit me and I'll have a knockback. Or I'll hit them and they'll do knockback. But I think that coupled with the camera shake, coupled with the hit reactions, is probably a little bit too much. Like that, you see that jump there? That might just be a little bit too much. I don't know though. There's a lot I like. I don't like the fact that they're floating. Why are they floating? What's the minus 90, right?
You should leave.
Yeah, let's check out this capsule component. It is minus 90. They did. All enemies can damage each other That's just, that is a feature, not a
Back
bug.
off before I crush you.
So like you could run through the entire game without damaging any enemies yourself. You get a whole no kill reward. I mean, they're all called Bandit, and not the fun big blue guy. Wee. Parents will know what I mean. What happens when this guy dies? That's what I thought would happen. And also, he doesn't have a death setup yet. Okay, let's do... because they shouldn't have a skeleton and an BP. Class defaults. Parent class. I imagine this is going to break a lot of things. So we're not going to do that. What we'll do is we'll go to mesh. Find the Kobold Knight. There we go. Template enemy. Spirit Child and BP. We're looking for skeleton of the skeleton. SK skeleton. Nice. Spirit Child. And then this will be AVP. AVP. Skeleton. Open this up. Walk around blend space, not blocking yet. Death Sword. Death Sword. Idle is idle. I don't know if we've got a stunned. No, but that should be right. So now ABP skeleton.
Back off before I crush you.
Is this because the blend space is set up in a different way? We had this problem last time. Yeah, it's set up this way instead of this way. And it's a 1D blend space. No, get out of here, you filthy mudblood. I do apologize about my outburst. Blend space. Skeleton. Blend space. Idle. Walk. Speed? No. Direction. Fat man hates Blender. What do you hate about Blender other than the fact it's got a billion menus? David, you can't be Batman. I'm already Batman. That's what my kids believe anyway. Look at that run. Look at him go. You go, Fucoco. And then this needs to go back to AVP skeleton. I need to find the other version. And we can get rid of this 1D blend space because it sucks butts. And this one. Don't crash on me, baby.
You should leave.
Yeah, man. Good luck, Kishan. Let us know how it goes, man. Drop a message. I forgot to get a weapon, so now these guys. Right, instead of watching them try and like kill each other, let's go grab a rusty sword and drive it into their skulls. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Right, let's check that there was a bug, right? If they damaged each other and the player was here, let's go to our base enemy. Yeah, I thought this was going to be the case. So let's go to stats. Stats component go. Okay, so we call on damaged here, and we get the base enemy. Okay, wait a sec. So we're always calling. No, we're not. If we die, we're not going to call on damaged, are we? So I'll call that here, and then it calls undead here. Let's see, based on enemy. Undamaged equals the player character. So if I just promote this to a variable, damage from, and it'll be an active variable, so it will be fine. And then we go back to our base arm character. We can get damage from and just check equal. I'll just put an and here. And get player character. Where's that coming from? And then this goes into here. And this goes into here. So if the person we're receiving damage from is our player character, then we can execute a finisher. If they're not, then we just run our dead event again. And this is a mess on purpose. It's fine. So that should stop these two
Back off before
killing
I
each other.
crush you.
BSG's here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and he's all out of ass. So does that mean you're chewing ass? Kicking bubblegum?
Back off before I crush you.
I need them to kill each other. They're not doing enough damage. I don't know why they're leaving their capsules, because they should be on root motion. What's going on? Let me see if I can sum it up. So we've added some new enemies. We have a cutscene. We'll show you the cutscene in a sec. Can you please kill each other? I need to check something.
You should leave.
Okay, let's go show BSG what we've done today. We've just done our skeleton enemies, so we've got 2 new enemies into the game. We spent most of the day doing... Most of 2 hours and 30 minutes doing this. Ready for our boss fight, which is, I want to say, unique. Oh, why have I got a bug that I can't attack? Well, that's a problem. My guy died. Yeah, when it's a start. Sorry, you what? So I can attack here.
You should leave.
I can still attack after doing that. Is it the... Let's see. So I should disable input while I'm here. Yeah, and now I can't attack. I can block, but I can't attack. How peculiar. And the enemy killed himself, which is obviously a problem. Or is it? Did he just see me and was like, nah, I can't handle it? Sound Tommy man, appreciate you joining. Let's check. I'm not sure it's the boss's poo-poos that's making you need the toilet, mate. Just because we might just be getting to that age. You just need the toilet all the time. Attack, attack, attack. Left mouse button. Attack. Gonna... Whoa. No? I often will watch a stream and be like, oh, I'm going to do some work at the same time. It's called body doubling. It's like a super ADHD thing. Not super, but like it's a thing that is useful when you when you have ADHD. So it's not calling this here because there's no input. Yeah. Oh, what? So what's the trigger that's causing... There's no input here. And then I can attack again. So now I don't have the same problem. Unreal just be like that, right? I do not understand what I did to fix the problem, but I seem to have fixed it. Interesting. What was the question? Where are you going to end up putting the camera for it? The camera's already set up. I mean, it needs work. It's a work in progress kind of thing. But between us all, it took an hour and a half to get to that point. So I wanted a easier, quick win and just went on to build some enemies. But it is working as I fully intended it to do. Destroy 4 ice crystals, stun the boss. Getting as many attacks as you can for 30 seconds. Ice crystals come back, rinse, repeat. Seems alright. Seems alright. And then 2 new enemies, which are nice. They don't really fit the demo level, which is a bit like but this guy fits the demo level. Should have probably worked on him more, to be fair. That was silly. And these guys are going to be the main guys in the demo level. And this guy's going to be the main boss in the demo level. So yeah. Right. It's 5:30 for me. And I'm going to call it just there, mate. So. Thanks everyone for joining. What a fun time we've had. I hope everyone has also enjoyed themselves. And yeah, man. Appreciate you joining in. Thanks for all your suggestions. Some of them will make it into the game, some of them will not. But like, I think I'm super happy with how this turned out. There's a very quick, this is what we're going to do, block it out, and then I'll come back and do like a VFX and a sound effects pass with the camera and put it into the proper level as well at some point. But I think this is a really solid like block out kind of thing. I think, yeah, it's really nice. I'm very happy with the result of that. Hopefully I'll hear more about this exam and we'll see what score we got. That'll be interesting. And then I've got some videos. I've got no videos in the backlog. I've got an exam on Monday, which will be the last uni exam, and then we'll be back to it like properly. And we'll see what it is that happens with that. But yeah, well, appreciate you all joining. Thank you everyone, and we will catch you either tonight on TG stream or in the Discord, or maybe tomorrow. I have been known to stream 2 days in a row, or definitely next week. But yeah, have a banger and we'll catch you next time.